Hello YouTube and forums. This is Hidden from Sight and Turbocharged, and I'm making the next video, my next video, which is going to be, by popular demand, on the disassembly and general review of the BT TM7. Obviously there's no grips on this already, and if you can't remove the grips on your own, then you've got a few more problems than just general maintenance. So far I like this gun a lot. It's really light. It gets good efficiency. It's not too loud. When you fire it, this little flash suppressor part on the barrel does tend to ding a little bit. So, I don't know. I switched it out for a Smart Parts Freak, so it's not a problem for me. It's got the little selector switch here. You can select the modes. Alright. It's got selector switch. It's safe. You can't turn it on if it's not in safe mode. It won't turn on. Alright. Turn on without the eyes. You hold the trigger. And it turns on. It's in safe mode. Switch it to semi. And then you switch it to 3-shot. Has to ramp. It sort of ramps. I don't know, because it's not instantaneous 3-shot. And then you switch it to full auto. And back to safe. You don't have to have it in safe mode to turn it off. And that's about it. Alright, let's tear it apart. First things first, remove the feed neck. You do this by pressing this pin and then sliding it forward. There, it's off. I keep thinking I'm going to lose that feed neck when I take it off to put it in the box, because I kept the original box. Hopefully BT can sell me another one. If not, I'm in trouble. Next, take your little parts kit it comes with. It's got lots of O-rings and other stuffs you might need. Grab the proper size Allen wrench. And that's not the proper size Allen wrench. Alright. Next you take off the back sight rail. You do that by removing the Allen screw on it. You don't have to remove it, you just loosen it. It comes right off. It's this little two-piece thing. It's kind of flimsy, and honestly, if it weren't for this video, it wouldn't be on it at all. I have no use for it. You can't really sight down it because you'd have to have your face right about here. And you can't sight down it that way because you're wearing a mask. So, wearing a mask, the sight rail's useless. The little sight thing, whatever you want to call it. Alright, this screw is already undone. It's basically screw right here. That's already undone on this. You just remove it. And the handle's kind of loose then. And then you grab next Allen wrench from your little kit and start taking out screws. We'll start with this one on the far back. Okay, drop the Allen wrenches 1,000 times. I feel like it. Unscrew. You don't have to take it all the way out. Then you move to the next one, which is here. Oof. Loosen that. Then you move up to the next one, which is on the edge of the, which is near the edge of the front sight rails, front rails. And you move to the last one, which is all the way on the end. You don't really have to tighten these down too much. I've really cranked them down and haven't seen the plastic crack, although I imagine if you tighten it down enough, it will. So don't go doing that. And then there's a screw on the back here. And you just undo it. It's rather simple. Alright, that's undone. move to the next one. Loosen that. And you move up to the end again and remove this last one. Alright. Oh, missed this. Basically, this is the front grip. You have to take this screw all the way out because it goes into the notch on the rail. So you loosen that to a certain point, pull it out, and then just slide that off the front. It's a cool little grip thing. Alright. And then should be all set to just lift the body in half. Yeah, except don't do it as rough as I do. Alright, you might drop some screws from the body. Don't lose those. You're going to need them. And then you get the half the body with the selector switch that no longer clicks. We've got a little ramp thing right there for that the paint goes down. Set that aside. Then you can remove the stock. Do this by lifting slightly up and pulling it out. And you'll get this little wedge thing with it too. Set those all aside. Get the adjuster thing. Oop. Don't mess it up too much. It's pretty simple actually. It's not much to mess up. You get to the inside, and although it is the mini internals, you wouldn't think it is just by looking at it. Oh, I've already seemed to have taken it apart. Alright, well, right here you've got the trigger spring. You got the trigger, which has got 4 adjustments, which are inside it. See those? 4 little holes for adjusting it. Pre and post travel, trigger guard. And you can adjust the spring pressure on it. And then, right here, you'll see we've got some wires. Lift those up a bit. There's 2 plugs. One goes to the eyes. Not the eyes. The solenoid. Sorry. The other goes to the battery contacts. You can just take those apart. Don't pull the wires out of them. They come apart pretty easily. So,